Okay, I'm actually in my office right now. I love it. Okay, you know what? I just thought about what half of you would be saying, right? But Marenike, what about digital nomads? And for those, I want to say, like, I've lived that life for sure, and I really did quite enjoy it. Oh, wait, let me show you guys something because this is so cute. This is so cute. Hula hoop teaching. It's just amazing, and it's just little kids there. And so, as you can see, it's a huge surf scene, not super huge, but there's surf there. And I'll take you to my house, which is on a lagoon, which, like, I love so much. Wow. Well, God just sent money my way. But basically, I want to just deduce it down to this, if anything can be said. Honestly. Woo! So nothing, absolutely nothing is going to be perfect. Just because I travel doesn't mean that there aren't, like, very difficult days. There aren't days where I feel like maybe I would be best understood. So when I do explain, like, the different groups of people, I'm not sharing that one is better than another. So I know I've said this a couple times, but I really want to make that clear. There is no monolith in any culture. You're not gonna, like, love every single person, and just to know that feels really good. I feel like for most people traveling, it's like both. You want to like other people, but you know what? Well, I'm traveling. It's just kind of like this brush it off attitude and mentality, and that feels good some days. To be very honest, that feels really good. So, as we move away from that, I do want to share now that the digital nomad people that I did meet, I was meeting a lot of digital nomads in Chiang Mai when I was living in Thailand, and I made a lot of videos about that. I felt like really fun to be in Chiang Mai and around other people who were going into co-working spaces, and it was just really nice to meet them. Every person who travels comes with a different energy, and not everyone is meant to be, like, judged or labeled or this or that. And I'm not necessarily judging or labeling, I'm just sharing my experience, and these are the types of people that and the types of conversations. So with some digital nomads, that will talk about how much things cost. Sometimes they okay, let me be clear. I went to one Thanksgiving, or it was a Christmas party in Chiang Mai, and the girl who invited me was really sweet. I seemed to really like her, but all of a sudden, a lot of the people that she brought were all, like, racist people, just, like, assuming awful things or not really taking time, and I'm just like, not acknowledging my presence in her house. So, and even her boyfriend, just, like, quite some of the things he was saying about my culture is like, and my people, Nigerian people, it's just kind of like that he had to catch himself and came and apologized, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. And they often say that the road to heaven is paved with good intentions. It's not what you meant, it's what you did, right? So that's another thing. But I was finding, like, how much houses cost, or um, sometimes it was like I would meet a lot of people in co-working spaces, and I was just so excited to learn about them. It was usually very strong masculine energy that came from a space of almost insecurity. I mean, I don't even know how to put it, but it's kind of like fake it till you got it or something like that. I'm not really sure. I found a lot of the people who were teaching were really awesome, amazing people. So how I even heard about half of this was because I came from another space. I had come from Thailand, right? I'd come from like Chiang Mai. I'd come to Chiang Mai because of the lot of YouTube videos I was watching. So there were people who were broadcasting, hey, we are full-time YouTubers and we live in Thailand. It's not like expensive rent, but I mean, it's definitely like I'm able to have a decent life here based off of like my views. And they'll teach people, this is how I got all these views. This is what you do with your YouTube channel. And we would talk with a bunch of other people and do something what we would call a mastermind. I mean, this was quite cool too, for sure. But it was also kind of like, you know, I didn't find any moment dull. I just kind of like, I loved it. I loved everything I was learning. I was like seeing how other people were building channels and brands, and that was really important for me during that time. How are people building brands? Then I was coming in, you know, I made a few videos very early about FBA products and like my first line of products that I received. And now recently with all the shutdown, everything that can only be sent can be only essential things. So I guess now it's kind of like a lot of the people were very like angular and like, oh, my business is amazing. And a lot of people were also coming in from yoga. There's a huge yoga school, and there was free yoga in the park at 9 a.m. at Wakad Park. And so it was really nice to have that every morning at 9 a.m. and then meditation on Sundays. So I was meeting a lot of really cool people, and in a space where like meditation is the thing, right? Vipassana is the way and the truth and the light out there. Like you definitely want to go and be silent. So I'm finding a lot of that is also coming out in me because I've always been meditating before, but here in this space, why I choose it, it's just like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. Like, I'm quiet in a really great space that's has some tourists. It's funding in this area is tourism, but life is just so relaxed. I mean, really, everybody just sits here and like hangs out in a hammock, and it's for miles. Like you will walk by and people are really working hard. They're still building things. They're still making houses. They're fishing, they're taking people on tours. So it's really awesome space, and I'm just honestly really happy that I'm able to have this, right? I'm able to have the peace and quiet that I wanted. And hola, wow, there's people, you don't have to leave. People come to you for everything. You don't have to leave. ¿De cuál? Mira. Hola, amiga.
Hola, carambola.
¿Quieres ver?
¿Manda?
¿Quieres ver en YouTube?
¡Ay!
¿Qué venden?
Maracuyas, carambolas, limones, café, chile tusta y tomate.
¿Cuánto cuesta?
Las maracuyas valen 25.
That means starfish.
Esto.
Sí.
Estas 20.
¿Para limones o qué es esto?
No, este es para agua.
Ah, ¿cómo lo hago? Fresa.
Sí, lo partes, lo echas a la licuadora y lo mueles, lo cuelas. Limones.
¿Cuánto cuesta para un bolso de limones?
20.
Okay, sometimes I don't know what to do. And I'll make a different video on that. I don't really want to, but I feel like I'm being asked. Like, it's just hard, right? Like, here in this space, just seeing a woman with a black eye, and you're like, do I say anything? Do I keep quiet? I don't know. So I'm a little out of it right now because I don't know. I feel sad about that. Again, what I was sharing is no place is actually perfect. Every place does have its problems. But there was... Gracias, amiga, pero ahorita no tengo mucho cambio, ¿eh? Sí,
Carambola, a 25.
pero ¿cuál es para 10 pesos? No tiene nada para 10.
Nada de 10. Tomate solamente.
¿Así cuánto?
10.
¿10 tomates?
No, 10
¿Son
pesos.
chicos? Ah, sí necesito un medio bolsa porque tengo solamente 5 pesos.
No, no
Por
te
eso,
puedes.
sí, ok, no
¿Vas a
te...
tirar la carambola?
Sí, igual.
O lo paso si quieres otro día cuando me veas. No se puede,
So,
están contadas.
yeah, I mean it's a really cool space here, and I'm happy to be able to do my works. Okay, con cuidado, amiga. ¿Y cuándo revolvas?
¿Manda?
¿Cuándo regresas?
No sé.
So for that, I feel like really excited to have had a mixture of both cultures, and also have the space and all the things that I've been taking back with me to this new space called my new home. So, I just heard a lot of you just kind of like asking before the video was even uploaded. Like, I just opened up my film to even edit this video. And then I thought, oh, well, what about digital nomads? Not everybody's backpacking. And I heard that, and I'm like, okay, let me address that. I feel like that has to be addressed. So for that, yeah, there's no monolith in any culture. No place is going to be perfect. Like, you guys, I'm gonna have to do another video about something. It's gonna be quite okay. I'm excited to just open up and get to know you guys a little bit more and share more about myself when everybody else is closing up. I feel like if we all were able to do this in different stages and steps, and we were able to do it in a space where we felt like, okay, minus the whole Privacy Act, right? And all of the people in trials and things like that that's going on. But I still feel like if we, through vulnerability, we would be able to really connect with a lot of people. Now, I want you all not to be discouraged, and I don't ever like telling somebody what to or what not to do. So if you choose not to feel discouraged by being vulnerable, it's good. I think a lot of times we hide because we're afraid of what other people or the naysayers will think. And so if the naysayers rule your life, then you never win, right? And it's not really about winning or losing, but it really does feel nice to win. Like, personal wins are awesome wins. And so I do feel if we can get to a space of being vulnerable, it would really help us out more than we think and know. When we expose our humanness, we'll grow. We absolutely grow. Okay, y'all. Ciao. It was really nice to say all that and just like, okay, that felt good. Take a deep breath. All right, guys. See you later.